Today we will talk about like some of the things. So I'll share my screen. So I think today we can discuss that looping thing now. Yesterday we couldn't complete it. Okay. So today we will see that how we can like yesterday we saw only the for loop. Okay. So today we will see for loop and while loop both. Okay. These two things we will cover today and other things will cover from tomorrow's session. Okay. My screen is visible now. Yes. So today we discussed about this string and we just gone through this basic thing like basic for loop writing skill. Okay. So now today we will see that yeah we can write the for loop in different ways. Okay. And we will see that how it will work. Okay. So the first way is also the another way we can write. So first thing we'll create a list. Okay. So I'm giving this name list one. Okay. So list is nothing but it's an array. Okay. So it will hold any kind of values in this bracket format. Okay. Inside this you can write numbers. Inside this you can write some strings also, so like Sam and Sai, anything. Okay, so this will be our what we call it. This is our list. Okay, so this is an array. Okay, so there are many properties in list also. So like if I will cover all the properties, and I think that for from the coding perspective, you should be must aware with completely know this list and apart from string, because these are the two functions now, list, string, and the third one is a dictionary. Okay, so but most probably you will be using list and string only at most of the places. Okay, so I will cover these topics tomorrow. Okay, that list and string, that how you can use the other function, because in the list also na, there are many functions. We can add any number, we can add any element, we can remove any element, we can loop through over this. So first we will see that how we can loop through it. Okay, for I in list one. Okay. So I or J, okay, we can give any name. Suppose that we can give for sign in list one. Okay. After this, we have to this path, and then we can say print sign. So sign is nothing but this is just an identifier. Okay, I'll start this cluster also. Yeah. So like there are two, three ways. Okay. We can write our for loop condition like this also. For we can give any identifier name here. In here we need to give the array name. Okay. On which we need to loop over. So we can loop over any of the thing like list, string, which has indexes. Okay. If it has indexes, we can loop through over it and we can go to the each element. Okay, suppose that this is a family. You can understand it like this array. Array is nothing but a family. So suppose that if I am coming to your family, so I can go and meet each and every person. So this is the same thing. Suppose, so this psi, what it will do, this variable psi, this will go inside this home. Suppose that it's a home and it will meet each and every person. So then it is printing its name. So okay, it's just a simple thing, it's not any complex or any big thing, it's a normal thing only. Okay, so we can write this way also. Apart from that, we can write it for an element. Here we can for any variable in. So here, apart from list, we can give a range also. We can give a range of numbers. We can give a range of indexes. Yeah, I will explain that also. First, let this cluster start. And we can use the enumerate function also. So there are two, three ways, but this is the most normal way which we use in the daily practice. So suppose that if you got any kind of data, if you got any column is there, suppose that you are handling with the sales data. Okay, sales data is there, and there will be a column of sales or dates column can be there. And suppose that you have to find and filter particular dates from the data. So what you can do, you can like fetch that date column into a list, and then you can iterate over it. So from there you will get all the dates, so you can filter according to your requirement. So that all those all things we can do this way. So that's why I'm telling you guys that list and string, these two things are na very much important. If you know these basics na, so then if any problem occurs, so then you can solve it this way. Like if you write any complex code or small code, so there at any place now, you will be get a chance that you will see that yeah, you are using any list function or string functions. Because most of the time now in real time projects also, if you get the data, so there also most of the times you will face the scenarios, yeah, that in this particular data you have to filter this much data. So for filtering and doing all those things now, you have to do some comparison always. So that's why this list and string is very important. What happened, that is taking too much time to get started. So like yeah, so now it is running. Now we will run this command. Okay, so this you yesterday also you checked. So this will go inside the list and it will print all the things. Okay, now we will see another format of this for loop. So now we can write it for I in range from 1 comma 21. Okay, and now we can write a condition. Suppose that if you want to check any condition, we can write a condition if I percent 5 not equal to 0. Okay, then I will print I. Yeah, so here I will tell you, don't worry about this if else condition. I will tell you how we can write it. Okay, so now what it is doing, you can see it has just printed all the values where if we divide the print I. So first I will tell you like how this what it does for I. We can use it. Okay, print I. Okay, so now what I have seen, it will start from this point. Okay, so this is the start point. Start point is 1. This is the end point. So end point is 21. But have you observed one thing, that it won't cover the end point? Okay, before the end point only it will stop. Suppose that if you will give here 9. Okay, so now it will print series till 8 only. Okay, so starting point it will cover, but the last point it won't cover. Last minus 1 it will cover. Are you getting sign? Like, are you understanding? So it will print till this range. So now we got a condition like, yeah, that suppose that if someone gives us a requirement that print all the numbers, okay, and till to print 1 comma 2 1, or where you can check like if you divide a number by 5 and that it should not be equal to 0. Okay, it should not be completely divisible by 5. Okay, so at that time you can write this function. So yes, we can write, suppose that, yeah, if we have to check something based on the conditions now, so for that thing we can use this if and else statements. Okay, so now you understood this is the another version of writing for loop. Okay, but we use it at some places, but most of the places we will be using this normal only, that for I in range. And another condition, another kind of loop is also there, that we call while loop. Okay, so in while loop what happens, so after while we need to give a case statement. Okay, and after that we can do whatever we want. Suppose I will tell you what we can do. Suppose when I is less than 10. So most probably we will be like coming across through these two kind of only, what we can say, these two kinds of like loops only we will be using. So most probably while loops we will use, most probably for loop, and at some places very rarely we, like if any condition we stuck with na, so then we need to use this for loop only. Yeah. So like we can write our condition when I is less than 10. Okay. And then we can give assign our here only. We can write the value. So I is equal to 0. Okay. And then what we will do here, we will write print I am in loop. Okay. Now we will see what will happen. Yeah, now you can see that, yeah, it is printing I am in loop, I am in loop, I am in loop, but it's not ending. It's not ending in 10 times. Okay, you can see it now, that it is not stopping at, still you can see the command is running. Okay, so it is not stopping. What does it mean? I have to interrupt it from here. Okay, actually here we are giving this condition, so here we have to give this condition. Okay, now we have given this condition that I is less than 10. When, so it will check while I is less than 10, it will print this. So what we are doing, we have specified this value count I is equal to 0, but now inside the loop we are not increasing the I value. I value is always 0 only, so this will never meet this condition. Okay, suppose that if I tell you eat food till 10 p.m. Okay, and anyhow suppose that if your watch is not working and 10 is, it is not like it's always coming up to 9 o'clock only, so you will start, you will continue eating only na, you can't, you won't stop. But yeah, you are a human being, you can understand, you will stop, but this while loop it doesn't understand now. So what happens, this I value is the same 0 only, so it will keep on running. So we can do one more thing. Okay, so here what we can do, I equals to I plus 1, we can do this way. Okay, and now we will see that what happens. Okay, Yeah, now you can see it has printed how many times? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times only now it is printed because we set it the value 0. Suppose now we will change value to 1. Now we will check it has printed 9 times only. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is the for loop. This is the while loop. So in while loop, here you have to write some condition, and inside, after writing this condition, you can write your logic. Okay, so it will do this iteration. Like first, what will do when you run this command now, in the starting itself, the first pointer will go to I value. So here it will see that I is equal to 1. Then it will go inside the while loop and it will keep on running it. Okay. Hello, Sai? Yeah, I think everyone left. Satya also left, and your that girl with joint C also left. Hmm. Okay, so I think Sai, we will stop this session today. I think because we can continue tomorrow, and then we can check. Okay. Yeah. So whatever you are learning, you are understanding now from your side. What do you think? Like, if you have any suggestions. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.